It's your boy Football Time. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. EA reveals first big update for college football 26. Now, this one is similar to the first update that they dropped. Well, it's not similar in the sense that it's going to be the same, but we just got the first update. Right now, that was like some little bug fixes, not being able to snap the ball and stuff like that. Now we got the big ones. All right, so this is going to incorporate some of the offline modes, some online stuff, some gameplay stuff, which was kind of in the first one as well. But it's gonna be some more things in this one right here. This one is the one that if you ain't update to the first one, okay, this is the one that you're gonna want to update to. I'm telling you guys, man, oh man, I cannot wait to find out what's gonna be in this update. And so it's coming out on Tuesday. I say probably sometime by next week, probably next Tuesday, maybe an update, or it might be this week. Who knows? Not really sure. But shout out to Eric Wayweather once again for this one. I always react to him. Be sure to subscribe to him. Go to his channel, show some love. Without further ado, let's jump right into this.
A new update for College Football 26 is dropping on Thursday, but EA has already revealed all of the info
it's dropping
for that
Thursday.
As they just
Did he
posted
just
a blog on their
through?
website. Now, this isn't usually how EA Sports kind of operates. Usually, they don't drop the notes for the update until the update actually goes live.
Oh, they dropped the notes for this already?
A lot of people are waiting for. They wanted to put the info out a little bit early. So, the next College Football 26 update will be dropping on Thursday morning, but we have all the info to go over right now, which is great. Now, there could actually be some more things that come in that update, because typically, if we're looking at what they've done in previous years, sometimes there's extra stuff in the update that isn't actually in the notes for whatever reason.
Yeah, because they did that last year.
Or uniforms or stuff like that. So we'll definitely check that out on Thursday and see if there's anything extra. So if you want to make sure that you're always up to date on everything that's new or changing about the game, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on, because we get a ton of updates and a ton of little things that are added to the game throughout the year, and I'll always make sure to keep you guys up to date on them. So it says here that today we are kicking off the season with our first title update campus huddle. Our goal this year is to give you a full breakdown of each title update a day before it launches, but this time we're getting a head start. You're getting the full title update notes 2 days early. So okay, it looks like this is going to be a new thing going forward, where they're going to give us the notes early, which, hey, I don't really mind that, because typically the updates drop early in the morning around 6 or 7 a.m. and then the notes don't come out until about 10 a.m. So if we have the notes before it comes out, I feel like that's actually a better way to do it. So kind of like that they're taking that approach now.
Hey, Joe, what are you doing here on a weekday?
So let's start with the gameplay fixes here. They said that they fixed an issue where the play art remained visible after the snap when using home field advantage. I've definitely had that happen to me a number of times. It's pretty annoying where when you're looking at the coach cam and all of your play arts squiggly and stuff like that, sometimes it'll get stuck on the screen even after you.
Oh, it still shows. So nah, that's crazy.
Complete your passes or run your play,
that'd be crazy to see.
That art's still on the field. So glad they got that fixed up quick. It says here they fixed a rare issue causing a player to freeze in place during hit stick attempts. I hadn't personally seen that. Fixed an issue preventing stunts and twists from activating properly when selecting from the play call menu in online games. This is actually really big fix. I don't really understand how the game launched with this not working. Now, you could do the stunts on the field themselves by pulling up the defensive line adjustments, but ideally you want to call your stunts on the play at the play call screen, because this saves you time when you're on the field if you have other adjustments to make. So not sure what was causing the issue there, but I'm glad they got that fixed up pretty quickly. They fixed an issue sometimes preventing a catch animation from playing when clicking on and taking control of a wide receiver during the route. They also noted here that there are a variety of tuning and animation improvements to physics-based tackling, which is always good, because I think with this physics-based tackling system, same one that's in Madden, there are times where the tackles look way better, but there are also some times where things look a little wonky, and I personally don't like that. So probably something they're going to be continuing to fine-tune over the years. I think the system overall,
I like the physics. I like the physics
sometimes it just looks a little off. So good that they're still kind of fine-tuning that stuff.
I'm glad that they.
Here that there are a variety of
I'm glad that they changed it from
years and years. We
how it
still
used to
fully
be.
know what that means. I just assume it's server and crashing related issues. I know some people have been having trouble with crashing in certain situations, or desyncs that have been happening in certain situations, but I don't know in particular what's causing those things. I haven't dealt with any of them, luckily, but I know other people have. One thing I do want to throw out there for the team builder guys is that I've been hearing that there's a lot of crashing with team builder stuff. What I've been told is that if you're playing with your team builder team in game, you can't have it pulled up on the website, and vice versa. If you try to go edit your team builder team online, but you have the game running, the team builder website just will not function for you. It'll just give you an error. So make sure that when you're
Okay, speaking of that, with I'm gonna try to see like from my background, the reason because it's a server thing. So even though you're in the game, you're more than likely playing online. So what's happening is you have the site up of the team that you're playing with, and it's not sending the data right. So it's something. It's an interruption somewhere in your data between their server and your Wi-Fi. Because most of 9 times out of 10 you're on your Wi-Fi. You're not on the what is it you're not plugged in to the PlayStation. You know what I mean? So there's interruptions, and you actually do see that like with online play. If you ever like notice that sometimes you might got some of the best Wi-Fi, but then you see like little skips and stuff in your gameplay, and you like, oh, this it's got it. My Wi-Fi is tripping. Nah, 9 times out of 10, it's the server is being sent all the way over here, and they're connecting to stuff that's closer, and then you're a little bit further away, so it's gonna take more bandwidth to get to you. So that's what happens a lot of times when you see like little spikes and stuff in your internet. That's what.
using your team builder team online, that you have the game closed out. If you're using it in game, make sure that you have it closed out on the computer. I don't know if that's going to fix 100% of the issues, but I have heard that will
It shouldn't.
fix
If it
crashes
is,
for a
it's
number
probably
of
not,
people,
but
so
it's
just
going
make
to
sure to be
improve
aware
it
of
by
that until
far.
they fix it. Now we're going to continue on with Dynasty Road to Glory and more, but really quickly I want to
Ooh,
shout out
Dynasty
today's video
Road to
sponsor,
Glory.
Underdog.
Shout out
If
to
you like
Underdog.
sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog playing their pick'em
Come
game.
on, dog.
Bonus
Hey, give me a
credits, and you just
sponsorship.
can't
Be
beat
my
that.
first sponsor
Moving
on
on
this
to
channel.
Dynasty Mode, there were a number of things that people were waiting on here. They did have a standalone mini Dynasty update a few days ago for online Dynasties, but they have now addressed stuff for the offline Dynasties and some other issues
Yeah,
altogether.
baby.
So they reduced the chance of rain in Dynasty and Road to Glory games both. We've
They
been
did that
seeing
with
that
online
every
as
game is
well.
a rain game for some reason, so that should be fixed. They also fixed an issue where cold weather and snow could occur in warm weather climates during college football playoff games. I had definitely seen
Oh,
that
damn.
happen, like southern teams having snow games in the college playoff. Pretty crazy.
That would be
They
fire,
also
though,
fixed
to
an
see in
issue
real
when
life.
starters who were juniors could decide to transfer due to playing time. That was definitely another issue. We were seeing people transfer for playing time even though they were playing a ton. So glad that they got that fixed. They also fixed an issue preventing players from entering free practice. I definitely heard some people couldn't get into the practice. And they fixed an issue where the
Oh, the
game could
practice
freeze
was
during
locked?
overtime when playing the moment. I also heard of people suffering from that issue as well. Now, also in this update, it says here that the things that they fixed for the online Dynasty files last week has now been brought to the offline files as well. So all of the position change issues that were happening with the skill caps, that has been addressed for the offline Dynasties now as well. They've also addressed the coach point exploit when retiring and then creating a new coach. They also reduced the impact of the reach your potential ability for the motivator tier 1 for better coach ability and recruiting balance. So again, online got this a week ago. Offline now has all of those changes as well. Moving on to Road to Glory, outside of the rain game issue.
Ooh,
which was
let's see
kind of
what Road to
unfair
Glory
for
got
Dynasty,
for
it
us.
says that they fixed an issue where the pre-order bonus would be applied at the start of your second season after redshirting, so they have addressed that. They've also made a number of presentation changes here.
Oh,
they
we got
made an adjustment
presentation
to the
changes?
First down rousers at Michigan, so I'm guessing those either just were wrong or maybe they just added the proper ones that maybe weren't there. They fixed an issue allowing an opposing player to participate in the Gator Chomp on-field celebration. I've definitely seen a lot of clips.
That is OD. The opposing player to participate in the Gator Chop on field celebration. Now imagine you see the CPU doing this. Every time they got a touchdown, they doing this. And the crowd going crazy. They doing it back. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is the ultimate sign of disrespect right there. The ultimate sign of hey. Online, I ain't gonna lie to you, online, there gonna be something gonna be thrown. Something gonna be broken, something gonna be thrown. If you're an offline player, You're lucky, my brother. You're lucky, okay? Because, boy, what?
Of that was kind of funny, but they did get that fixed. They fixed an issue so that Nebraska's throw bone celebration is used only on defense. They fixed an issue where Missouri State and Delaware's bowl and playoff end zones had generic coloring to them, so I guess now they just have, the proper team.
Well, it
end
makes sense
zones.
because they're new.
They fixed an issue where the Texas State Cannon touchdown celebration was in the wrong location, and they fixed an issue where camera obstructions would occur during certain scenes. So just kind of touching up some of the little things that
Cleaning
were
up,
off or
cleaning
maybe
up some
missing
stuff.
there.
Always
They also
good
made
to
some
see.
changes for Ultimate Team, which I will pop up on the screen and you can read here. I know the majority
I'm not
of my
Ultimate Team
audience
guy,
doesn't play
so-
Ultimate Team, but for those that do, here are the changes. You can pause the screen and read those right there. Now, I would honestly say, to me, I don't really consider this the first big title update, although I guess technically it is because it's the first update where they're doing a campus huddle. The previous two small updates were kind of quick fixes where they just posted the notes on their forums. Usually when they do a full campus huddle, a blog on their website, that is considered a big, more significant title update. But to me, this still really isn't anything too crazy yet. It's mostly just fixing some of those small bugs that were still there, which is a good thing. But typically what I consider the first big title update is when they're adding more content to the game on top of fixing things. So adding a lot of the new uniforms that aren't there yet, the teams just revealed, adding new equipment, adding new plays, which maybe we might not get a whole lot of new plays this year since the game launched with 2,800 new ones, so we might not get a lot of new ones during the
Yeah, I
year.
bet say it's
Usually
kind of
new
hard to
content
when
is
you
something I
got
consider big. However, this update
2,800.
could potentially have some of that content in there, and it's just not listed in the blog because last year pretty much every update had more content in it than was actually listed. So when it does drop, I'm going to check it out and see if anything else is new. Now, there are a number of things that EA Sports secretly...
Okay. I'm glad that, well, I already knew they was gonna add the stuff from the online to the offline. The Gator thing, that one caught me off guard. I have not seen that. Then I don't think I've seen somebody play with Florida yet. Obviously, I'm sure there's videos out there. I just haven't seen them me personally. But yeah, that Gator one's funny. Can you imagine scoring a touchdown in Florida? And you're doing this in the end zone, and the crowd is doing this back to you. If I'm in Florida, I'm crashing out. No, I'm not. I'm not crashing out. I'm respectful, okay? I'm just gonna be I'm respectfully gonna whoop your ass. That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. Love you guys. See you guys in the next one.